Alright. Ooh. Mouse, you're about to love me. Mouse, you're about to love me.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up.
Where the fuck is Mario Judah? Where the fuck is Mario Judah?
I don't love you anymore, though I wish I could restore what we had in the days before, now it's gone forevermore, your smile once lit my world so bright, now it's just a fading little light.
I'm kinda fucking with it.
Lost the feeling, try, yes I might. We built our dreams up to the sky. Touch stars, just you and I.
You and I.
Left here wondering why our love had to wither and die.
God, he sounds like a white boy trying to imitate fucking My Chemical Romance. Oh my god. But I like it.
You no more, yeah. I don't love you no more, yeah.
He has.
I don't love you no more, yeah. I don't love you no more,
Yeah.
I don't love you anymore, though I wish I could restore what we had in the days before, now it's gone forevermore.
We need Mario Judah, fam. We need an album.
We built our dreams so high. Say what I want, tell me this, tell it a lot, without it nothing.
I just got an uncanny, I don't know why, the way he looked at me, like, it just made me feel weird.
Without it nothing. Where the fuck is Mario Judah?
Mario Judah back? When the world needed him most, he came back. I'm gonna subscribe to him so I can... How bad was his record deal? How bad was his record deal? Because he didn't release shit. 3 years ago, he released Afraid of Love. He released that little EP. Like, it was awful. Let me look it up. Let me do that, because I don't know what will pop up if I type in Mario Judah. Okay. 5 years long. Damn! And he didn't drop shit. Okay. February 2024, after a series of snippets were pushed on his Instagram account through 2023, 2 years after his previous release, Judah released the second EP called Indoor. It was revealed that Judah signed to Universal Music Group after a complicated deal with Atlantic Records. So he signed to another record deal? Okay, first off, Atlantic, look, every artist right now, do not sign to fucking Atlantic. They do nothing but fail careers, man. Don't sign to Atlantic. Every artist that does not drop music and has a shitty deal is always tied to Atlantic. Like, stay the fuck away from that shit. Okay, he's signed to UMG right now. What was the deal? He releases extended. Okay, it doesn't really say much about.
I chose Wix for my business because of its massive scope for functionality
yeah,
and
honestly.
freedom of creation.
I mean, fuck every one of the record labels, honestly, but.
What is up? What is up, YouTube? Check it out, man. Hey, one of my people sent me this right here. They see
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store.
In October of 2020, Mario Judah had the internet
We'll watch this 7-minute video real quick. Because I'm kind of interested here, so.
in a chokehold. This tweet started the viral stint that features a clip of Mario's music video directed by Jamie from One Room Media. People were shocked by the vocals and the overall sound of the song, which slowly turned into memes. At the same time, some people recognized that it was actually pretty good music.
That's when I started singing. Before that, I never knew how to. 9 months ago, some shit, when I tried it, like I never tried it. I didn't know I could sing, bro. I don't know how, bro. Like,
Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok had taken his career to the next level within 7 days or so. He was charting on Apple Music and Spotify, and he was just the talk of the town. We actually had the opportunity to interview Mario, my mom did, but we didn't have the proper equipment, so I turned it down. And I forever regret that decision. Mario was a normal 21-year-old guy from Atlanta, Georgia, and had never seen any type of success.
Mario Judah, you put on some... What happened?
It's like this. He started as a producer making beats for other artists, but it never worked, and he decided to start making his own songs. Jamie from One Room Media found him on a random artist promotion page and thought he looked interesting. So Jamie decided to reach out and offer him a free music video if he could get to Hagerstown, Maryland, where Jamie is from. Mario came there, shot the music video, ended up living with Jamie for a little bit, and as the music video went viral, he was staying with Jamie in Hagerstown, Maryland. They filmed a couple of interview and vlogs trying to document the rise of Mario. As time went on over the next month or so, record labels started reaching out with horrible offers. And this is what labels do, obviously. They try to catch artists early on so they don't have to pay that much for an advance, and it's not as much as a risk. And they just try to make a quick bag off someone if they can, you know, give them $100,000 as an advance, but then make a few million off them in a year or two.
First actual money offer was 50 grand. They wanted to Die Very Rough, and I think it was like 3 other songs. Honestly, we kind of laughed at it and was like, nah, that's not enough. But looking back on it, it was probably the best deal we got offered because it was only for Die Very Rough, and I think it was like 3 other
dance, but then make a few million off them in a year.
50K.
First actual money offer was 50 grand. They wanted to Die Very Rough, and I think it was like 3 other songs.
Okay, so they wanted to sign up for 50K to release 3 songs and then I guess own the rights to Die Very Rough.
Honestly, we kind of laughed at it and was like, nah, that's not enough. But looking back on it, it was probably the best deal we got offered because it was only for 6 months. We actually talked.
Okay, so a 6-month deal with 3 songs and they get Die Very Rough, basically.
To Jay Prince.
Really?
Jay Prince wanted Mario to fly to Texas to get in his studio and make some songs. He wanted a new song, which I come to learn later that when you record a song in somebody else's studio, they're like technically the owner of it.
Yeah, bro, that's how they get you right there. Yeah, you recorded a song, but you used their equipment and their, like, accommodation for it, so they technically... That's how they get you right there. Because if you sign to a record label, you got to use what's provided from the record label. That's why you got artists that make songs at home and release on SoundCloud, because they can release that because they made it themselves. But if you go to the studio and make a song, that's not your song anymore. That's the label song now.
The best offer we got was from one of the many branches at Atlantic, because there's tons of them. It was 100 grand, promised that Cole Bennett would shoot a video, and he was somebody else's studio. They're like technically the owner of it. The best offer we got was from one of the many branches at Atlantic, because there's tons of them. It was 100 grand, promised that Cole Bennett would shoot a video, and Ski Mask the Slump God would get on the Die Very Rough remix. When it dug into it, it was actually 80-20 in their favor for 5 years, because that's how long this deal was. It was for 5 years.
The music industry is really bad. They give you 20% and they keep 80%. It's completely backwards. Obviously, for bigger artists, that can change.
Hey, y'all, I'm finna put some words out about some punk-ass motherfucking agents in the music industry that don't want to see a black man win, you punk motherfuckers.
Jamie told him to pass on this deal and Mario listened, but then the next morning, Mario was gone. He secretly left in the middle of the night and never spoke to Jamie again.
And then Mario was ghost the next day. I had left that night, came back the next morning, and he was gone. So
it never said a word, like actually something out of a movie, pretty much, like just left.
Never.
So he took the deal. Damn, Mario.
Never said a word. The next time I saw him, he must have been in a hotel in Hollywood filming the Hollywood Hills sign, and he was there. I mean, we literally caught these guys not telling us the truth, and that's where he ended up.
So he secretly signed the deal behind his manager's back. And Mario was in a management contract with Jamie at this point. So this was a really big deal. It's quite obvious Mario's in a bad deal and he's officially shelved by his label, which means they don't really care about you because you don't bring money in. And if you reach out to your label and say you're not happy with the contract, they don't really care. You're fucked. You have to fulfill the contract. You signed it. That's how record labels are. They don't give a fuck. Or else you're just going to be shelved and not have to put out music. Mario actually had some success too with Bia, this whole Playboy Cardi stint of going
I really like that EP. I'm not gonna lie to you. Those songs went crazy.
live and yelling at Playboy Cardi to drop Whole Lotta Red. And the label probably did make back a good amount of money on Mario. Maybe even recouped at this point.
You
or
would
damn
like
near.
it low. Malice. Okay, don't hate me because, like, I know what good music sounds like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Close. If you think you recouped, you usually didn't. They just keep saying you haven't, and they add shit to the tab. I think he's just like stuck in a contract, just trying to get out of it, and he's not dropping music.
That's what I think. And and he, since he got out of my situation so easily, I think that maybe he thought he could do it again, and he signed something, and then kind of realized it wasn't exactly what he wanted. He's purposely not putting things out because he thinks it's hurting the people that signed him.
Yeah.
By him not putting anything out, they technically can't make any money off of him, right? But then
He just
doesn't
stays
make
locked
any
up,
money.
shelved. Yeah. He put out that Whole Lotta Red thing. He tried to put that out, and they probably didn't even count as a project. So
Here's the crazy part about that, though, Cam, is that was him joking around, pretending to be a mumble rapper. I heard those songs the same time I heard Die Very Rough for the first time. Those songs were made long ago, and that was his kind of parody. He called it Little Judah.
I personally think Mario's trapped in this contract, and he just doesn't want to put out music in this horrible contract, but kind of has to. You just kind of have to stick it out and push through the hard time of being in a very shitty deal.
If I was him, I would have fulfilled my obligation as quick as possible because he's a young dude and he could make music for many, many years. I think he should have just fulfilled it, gave them what they wanted,
And got the fuck out,
and moved on. But then again, the original contract that I saw was a guarantee for 5 years, and I didn't know if that, if you put out all the songs in a year, then you got out of the other 4.
Yeah, that he could just be straight up trapped
He
for
could
5
just
years.
be like, just has to marinate in it for a while.
see, if I was ever a rapper and a label came to me and said, "Hey, you're locked up," and they say anything more than 2 years, and even 2 years is pushing it. If they say 2 or more years, I'm out. You're not gonna lock me up long term like that. If you want a year and a half, sure, I might sign it. It's a year and a half. I could release a decent amount of music then. But 5?
He must have needed that money really, really bad, and he should have said something, because if he needed money that bad, we would have gave it to him. Like, if he needed some money to live and eat and just kind of get by until that, like, we would have done that. We were in a position to do that. It's weird because I've reached out to him many times, man, and there's zero response, which is crazy because me and him never had any, like, big beef.
I think Mario is mainly just embarrassed to hit him back. That's why he doesn't hit him back. Because he hasn't talked to him for so long and he knows he did him dirty, he feels guilty.
That is pretty crazy that he just ghosts you like that. Do you think he regrets it?
He has to.
Yeah.
He has to, because not only is he locked up in somebody else's bullshit, now he's at the mercy of those people until it's gone. And
Tons of artists go through this. Megan Thee Stallion talked about her issue with her label. Lil Uzi Vert did. And I'm sure so many more behind the scenes. Sadly, Mario has turned into another artist that was swallowed by the music industry by signing a bad contract. In reality, all he needs to do is just grind and put out music.
Because, if I put myself in his shoes, I wouldn't hit up, like, say I was in Mario Judah's shoes, right? Nowadays, I wouldn't do it, but if it was me, like, back when I was, like, 18 or whatever, I would have ghosted him, and then and every time he'd hit me back, I wouldn't hit him back, because I'd feel guilty. I'd feel embarrassed. I wouldn't know where to start talking. That's where a lot of people are. That's why relationships end, because people don't want to talk. Talking is, like, people's greatest fears, for some reason.